So this, like your point of view is first, like increase, like if government legalize the prostitution, the GDP will be increased. And second is they will have working rights. And third is that decrease of pregnancy. Is that right?
The third one.
Decrease of pregnancy. Like those adolescents will be less pregnant. No. No. So what?
No.
Okay. So first, I would ask you some questions. Like, do you contend that selling sex influences women mentally and physically?
It will affect.
It will affect. So you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
But I believe that if you choose to be a prostitute, then you must have your decision. You have made up your mind to do so.
Okay, thank you very much. So do you contend that sex workers will be well protected by government after legalizing the practice of prostitution?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So the third question is that do you contend that legalizing prostitution reduces crime rate? Yes? And the fourth question is, do you contend that legalizing prostitution could cause illegal immigration? Who wants to work in this legalized area?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And the fifth question is that do you contend that as a parent who works at this kind of job will somehow influence their children?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay. And the last question is that do you contend that this kind of job affect the relationship between prostitutes and prostitute spouse, husband?
If their spouse can
Yes or no?
accept that, then they will accept it.
Okay. And the last question.
Know that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and our first debater goes next.
Under our key point that we found some information that let us know that Netherlands is deemed as one of the most open sex work field in the world, according to a research from Ji Huirong. It has discovered that up 50% to 90% of the sex workers are often threatened, abused, or even sexually assaulted by pimps or customers. The government of the Amsterdam, which is the Netherlands, even points out that the red zone are prime beds of trafficking. And the money washing and sexual abuse. Therefore, the Amsterdam government has announced to reduce half of the red zone starting from 2012, which is objects to the affirmative information about that the crime rate will reduce. The second point, the government announced these new laws are due to elections. In fact, there are no counties that are willing to provide a place to establish red zones. There is no enough evidence for the government to provide a place to establish red zones to support the law. So it really just be hollow word. Another point about the workers' situations, that if we legalize the prostitution, that will lower the sexual workers' self-esteem. According to the Deutsche Welle from 2006, the information said women who work as prostitutes are infamous in society due to their
Okay, we'll start the interrogation.
Well, you say 50% to 90% prostitutes are treated by the clients or others, right?
the pimps and customers.
The pimps and customers.
Yeah.
And but with the legalization of the prostitution, there is no personal data on it, so how will they frighten them?
Pardon?
And I mean, with the prostitution of with the legalization of the prostitution, there aren't any information on the registration license. So how did they are treated?
Our information is from Jihui, which is the Lishin Jinhui's CEO. So I think this information is credibility. Credible.
Okay, but Lishin Jinhui is in Taiwan, right? And in Taiwan, the prostitution is illegal, you know. Yes, it's illegal. So with the legalization of the prostitution, this question will be solved and controlled by the government. And
for association that care about this event, I think that the survey is pretty critical.
yes, it is critical in Taiwan, but in Taiwan, the prostitution is illegal. Yes, it's illegal. It's illegal. So if you are in somewhere that is illegal for prostitution, this survey will be no and not convinced.
But in my information, I highlight that the government of the Amsterdam, which legalized the prostitution, it points out that the red zone are crime bad.